Hello, my name is Min Kim from Keris. Before I move on to ICT use in education organization in Korea, I will shortly explain the school system in Korea. Regarding primary and secondary education, Korea's school system consists of 6 years of elementary school and 3 years middle and 3 years of high school, respectively. Special schools for mentally and physically handicapped students accommodate from kindergarten to high school year in a single school. Also, normal elementary schools, by request, have special classroom for the special students. There are 6.1 million of students and 480,000 staffs, 11,700 schools, teaching and non-teaching staffs. As for higher education, there are several kinds of 4 years universities and 2 years colleges. There are 140 colleges and 200 universities, and 20 cyber or online universities. Now in Korea, over 70% of all high school graduates go to higher education institutions. About 80% of K-12 schools are public schools. On the other hand, more than 80% of universities in Korea are private ones. In this lecture, ICT use in education specialized public organization, KERIS, will be introduced.
Now, let's discuss about the need for a public organization specialized in ICT for education in order to speed up the utilization of ICT in all aspects of education. Let's begin with the case of Korea. In Korea, every ministry has several public organizations specialized on the given function by the law. Therefore, a new organization can be created under the ministry. Regarding ICT use in education, the Korean Ministry of Education created the organization called Korea Education and Research Information Service, KERIS. KERIS was founded upon the Act on Korea Education and Research Information Service, which was enacted on January 21, 1999. KERIS missions are to initiate and promote ICT use in education and research areas, implement and operate National Education Information Service System in Korea, as well as cooperate and collaborate with international partners to promote Korea's ICT use in education globally. Why do you think it is important to have an ICT specialized organization in the education field? Don't you think that an ICT specialized organization need to be established under the Ministry of IT, Telecommunication or so? Now, this is Korea's educational administration system and KERIS's roles and position in that system. At the top of the chart, there is the Korean Ministry of Education as a central education administration agency. And there are 17 municipal and provincial offices of education and 180 local offices of education. All of these educational organizations are under the direct direction and supervision of the Ministry of Education. But the 17 municipal and provincial offices of education in Korea have their own autonomy in deciding their policies. KERIS is positioned between the Ministry of Education and the offices of education. KERIS takes the role of an advisor for policy development to the Ministry of Education and a coordinator for policy implementation between the MOE and the offices of education. KERIS also acts as a think tank for R&D as well as the central organization for operating information service system. Before going any further, how can you establish a specialized organization for ICT in education in your country? KERIS has done several consultation projects with its partner countries about this topic. Almost all of your government systems are different from the Korean one, but to put it quite simply, it may be necessary to establish a center or a team specialized in ICT for education within the Ministry of Education. Members of the ICT and Education Center or team should stay at the same position for at least 5 years to oversee and plan the progress of ICT in education. As you may guess from its name, Korea Education and Research Information Service, KARIS details with not only primary education but also higher education in the field of ICT for education. The history of KARIS somewhat represents the development of ICT use in education in Korea, since KARIS is the only organization specialized in ICT for education in Korea. Let's see how significant footsteps of ICT in education coincide with footsteps of KARIS as well. The first Korea Multimedia Education Center, KMEC, was established in 1996, and the same year, Korea Research Information Center was established as well. KMEC launched the EduNet service in 1996. EduNet is a public educational e-portal service which covers primary, middle, and high school curriculum that has evolved to become the EduNet T-Clear today. Year 2004. Korea tried to go ahead with the introduction of Cyber Home Learning System, which was providing K-12 students a customized learning experience using computers at home. From 2009 to 2010, distance learning and mobile learning initiatives were launched, and in 2011, a smart education strategy was established to take full advantage of cutting-edge technology at the time. 2012, the Kindergarten Information Disclosure Public Service was launched to take public responsibility of kids' education from kindergarten. And in 2018, KARIS was appointed as a cyberbullying prevention education center to protect and educate students about cyberbullying and good cyber citizenship. These events show you that an Institute for ICT in Education can do what is necessary for the development of ICT use in education and to assist teachers on the field together with students in need of assistance. As you can see from the chart and figures, KARIS started relatively small, but after 20 years, its budget, personnel, and organization have multiplied. As of 2020, its divisions are divided into functions they need to perform as the names of each division represent their representative projects. And it is quite important to have a group, center, organization, institute, or whatever you name it, any kind of group responsible for the use of ICT in education. And COVID-19 will make it even more urgent to use digital remote learning in all countries to keep learning.